Hi, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. Today I'm going to do the second card. Actually, I'm going to do 3 cards. So you're going to see 4 in my little series that I started yesterday. This one was kind of my ode to St. Patrick's Day. And I'm featuring this stamp set. It's called Thanks for the Laughs. It happens to be just perfect for this week that we never saw coming. So we're making some fun little cards that I'm kind of doing it. So one, if you don't have a lot of supplies, you can still kind of follow along with me. You may want to get the stamp set because it's super, super cute and super fun and will just bring a smile. I'm doing a hashtag sending smiles and a hashtag Stampin' Up, staying in. So these are kind of going along with that. So I'm trying to show you stuff that if you've been with Stampin' Up for very long, then you have floral stamps for sure, because we have a lot of beautiful florals. And if you don't have very much stamping stuff and you just find yourself with some time because you can't go see your friends and you can't sit at the restaurant and you can't go to the movies, so now you can start a new hobby. So I'm showing you some things that are easy and don't take a lot to get going with. But the best part is, that's why I chose this stamp set to start out with, is because the sayings are fun. You can drop them off to your neighbors, just put them in their mailbox so you don't have to get within 6 feet of them, or you can take them up to the nursing home or send them to your family that you're not seeing, or just off to your friends, and just bring a smile to everybody's face. So what I'm going to use today are our Whisper White cards and envelopes. So they come already scored. You already get the envelopes, so they're just little note cards and envelopes. And then I'm going to use these. And normally, if you watch my videos, you know that I already have, like, off in the distance, a card that I've made. I don't have those today because I'm going to use these Peaceful Poppies elements. And I have a used up packet and I didn't want to open a new one. So I have a special this week. You'll want to hop over to my website, or if you're on my email list, you'll get it in an email. I'm doing some online classes. They feature this, and if you sign up for my online classes in different forms this week, you get these for free. So I wanted to show you how to use them, because the only stamps that we're going to use today are this Thanks for the Laughs. And during March, for every $50 that you spend with Stampin' Up, there's a whole bunch of free stuff you can pick from. It's called Sale-a-bration if you're new to stamping. If you're not, then you probably are making your way down the Sale-a-bration list. And you can go to my website and you can look at all of this stuff there, because there's a ton of fun stuff. Paper, dies, stamps, a ton of stuff. So this is the note card and envelope. I just folded it in half. So then you can see these little Peaceful Poppy elements. My black ones are almost gone and they're really pretty. They have like some shimmer to them and patterns. I don't have any of the circles left. These are kind of watercolor, again, with some embossed shimmer to them. You'll see it a little bit more when I use them. Then these are just printed like cardboard, hard cardboard pieces. I have a lot of those because we haven't used these at any of my classes. We've used these, so there must either be a lot, or I opened another packet and I don't know where they are. But these are Vellum, because we have used them and it doesn't look like there's any gone from here. And you can kind of see those. So let's get going. Let's take 3 little note cards, maybe 4. We'll see how we do. But I did pull out 3 of the sayings. So on this one, this was one of the banners. So you could stamp on some white cardstock. I'm not going to use any other cardstock with these. I'm just going to stamp straight on here unless I mess up. Because, you know, if you mess up, there's some options. One is just getting rid of the note card and using something else. So for this one, let's go with this stamp, and it says, I often think about how amazing you are. So I'm just going to stamp this in our regular black ink. I'm just going to put it here. So that's cute. I like black and white, so. And then I'm just going to use our adhesive. And this is a full-size banner, so you see you can kind of put it wherever. But I want to do a little bit like this. So I'm going to just put my adhesive on the back, and it just popped right out of these. They just pop out of the thing. So then you have 2 options. You can either fold that over or just cut it off. So I'm just going to turn this over and turn this off. The other thing that this set is good to do, you wouldn't want to do this with little kids, but especially if you have a 9, 10, maybe even like a 6, 7-year-old daughter, granddaughter, niece, neighbor. Little girls love to do these. Sometimes even little boys. My nephews, they like it. Partly because, you know, my studio is off limits. So you can come in here, and although their favorite thing to do in my studio is use my ribbon and make lassos. They've been doing it since they were little, and even now that they're older, it's their favorite thing to do. So I'm just going to stick this one kind of here. I don't want to cover up the shimmer part of it. There. And then we have some dimensionals. Let me grab some new ones. I like to use my old ones up when I'm working by myself. I'm just going to pop 2 of these on here. These are nice and hard, so they're not going to get smashed down when you mail it. Stick that over there. So that says, I often think about how amazing you are. And then the nice thing about this set is it also comes with little matchies for the inside. And so I'm going to put this, today you get it in writing on the inside of the card. And then I'm going to take this one right here, which is another one of the little die cuts, already colored, already everything. And I'll take pictures of all these inside and outside and put them on my website. So how cute. No effort, no nothing. The envelope's ready. Stick that and go. And if you order this week, then you'll get that little packet for free. So there's the first one. I'm glad it turned out since I've never made it before. So these are the ones that have the embossing resist thing. This is watercolor paper. And these markers are from our, I think they're from the Rich Regals family. You get a whole set of them. So this is red. And I am just going to color kind of around that. And then this is the blender pen, which just kind of smears the color around. And look how much fun that is. Now you can see where it's resisting that color. So everywhere where the lines are, which I want to go off all the way to the edge, so it kind of picks up that shiny embossing and it doesn't stick to that. I'm gonna do the same thing here. And the blender pen's just filled with clear fluid. So you can use it with, there's lots of different ways you can use it, but I can use it with all of the different colors of my markers. And I just need one. Because this is watercolor paper, I can keep going forever and it's not going to damage the paper. So if I want to add a little bit more now to the center of this one to get it to be a little bit more darker, you could just color that on there. And just kind of pull that out. And then I have, so that's the real red. And then I have the garden green, which also comes in the, I think this is our, I don't know what color family it is. I just grabbed them out of the same one. I will put it on my website and down below the link. And you just buy the whole color family and they're nice and matched. And that just pulls enough color off the edges of that. So let's then take this. And then for the words for this one, I chose out of the same stamp set. This one says, talking to you is sometimes all the therapy I need. I know that there will be, at least in our city, the restaurants are closed. And, you know, you're not supposed to, we're not shelter in place or anything, but you're not supposed to go out. So, you know, the girlfriends I see every week, I won't see, but we'll still talk. We'll talk on the phone, we'll text, because, you know, you need that therapy. So this one's a different font. That's the other thing I like about this stamp set is that it changes the fonts. So now let's get this on here. I'm gonna put it here to this edge. And then I'm gonna put this one on with the adhesive, and everything else I think I'll probably pop up. Or maybe just one flower and one leaf will pop up. You get to see my creative process, because like I said, normally when I do this, I have, well, already done. So let's take one of these and we'll go down. And this one will go up here. Now, if you have ribbon and you have rhinestones and you have all the things that we all have, by all means, feel free to go ahead and stick those all on there. Stick a gift card. I know a lot of our restaurants are taking gift cards, so you can go get pickup or take out. So stick that in here. These are a perfect size for a little gift card. But you don't have to. Sometimes less is more, and if you're trying to get a bunch of these out so you can send a whole bunch of smiles out, then just leave it. I mean, that's beautiful. And sometimes in order to get every technique or to use lots of stuff. So we have talking to you is sometimes all the therapy we need. And then here, it says, our talks are priceless. So that's perfect to send to somebody that you may be missing. So there we have two. Just pull these out. Like I said, they're already scored. So you don't even have to be able to fold straight because they're already on there. And this time, let's get our vellum. Oh, that's why I didn't have any punched out here. I wondered why these were all full. That's why. Okay, for this one, let's do, I don't want to do the same one I already did. So let's pull out one of these. And we did use these at Valentine's. So somewhere either I have a whole sheet of these. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this one. So let's see. The words we're going to do is, we've been friends. Oh, no, let's do this one. We really do have a perfect friendship. How sweet is that? Let's just go simple on this, and let's turn it this way because we haven't done any turn this way yet. So we really do have the perfect friendship. So send this maybe to your sister or to your aunt or your mom or somebody that you're missing. Again, I'm going to take my markers. And you can color on the front or the back of your vellum. I'm going to flip this over. They're a little bit hard to see. Let me get the black one so maybe you can see it. Oops. This is what happens when you have so much stuff on your table. Now you can see it. So just put this on a dark surface, and you don't have to stay in the lines or anything. We're just going to give them a hint of color. So just like that on the little red flowers. And if you don't get all of them, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take my green, just lightly behind the stems. I'm not going to worry if I don't get everyone, because this is kind of like a Monet-ish kind of pattern. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now when you flip it over, it's got a really muted, pretty color. So we really do have the perfect friendship. I have another one of these. And this time I'll go all the way across, and I'll just cut off what doesn't fit at the end. And I find it easier to just, well, I had something on my finger. So look, this happens to a lot of you, I know. So we're going to change it because you can see I got some ink here. I'm just going to get a new one. And if that happens to you, then, and you don't have a lot of stuff, then use it for white cardstock scrap. If you have a lot of stuff, then just cut another piece and put a square over the top of it. And I just got ink on that side too. You know, that's because the back of that was kind of wet. I needed to be careful. It takes the vellum just a second to dry. So let's go back to, we really do have the perfect friendship. You can see we all make mistakes, but it's just a piece of paper. That's the side that's got the, so we really do have the perfect friendship. There we go. It's just paper, and you can find lots of ways to use that paper. I'm going to leave this on here. I love that little scallop border. And then just take this, pop that off. And then this you have to be a little bit careful for, and I'm gonna rub it here now to make sure all that's dry. That's what I should have done the first time, but I was trying to show you. And you can see it was still a little wet. Now, it's hard to get the adhesive on here without it showing through. So I'm going to take our glue dots, and it just takes one. One will hold this perfectly fine, and I'm gonna put it on the biggest rows, maybe. Oh, come on, stick. It's sticking to my finger and to my scissors, but not to the card. There we go. And if you stick it just to that one, it's plenty to hold it, and it's behind that one colored flower. So we really do have the perfect friendship. Let's stamp the inside. And it says, we've been friends for so long, I can't remember which one of us is the bad influence. So I like when we have the kind of snarky sayings. Well, if you ask my friends, it's because I can be the queen of snark. But I like to put that on the inside. So, and you can take one of the other little vellums and put that on there. I'm not going to take the time to do that now. So if you like these, then you can either just purchase the Poppie elements because they're so much fun to work with. And look, just look how sweet. These three totally different, super quick. Like I whipped these 3 cards up and even made a mistake and started another one in no time at all. So the Poppie elements, I can't remember, they're not very expensive, less than $10, and you get a ton. Like I said, we've used them at class. We've used up all the black ones because you can tell they're my favorite and they go on every card. But you get a ton. Maybe it tells us. Let's see if it tells us. Just 8 sheets. So 8 sheets of them. So you can see the vellums and the watercolor, and then there's the 2 sheets of the black, and then all of those little ones there. So I'll have the class, and my class, the online class that I am doing is I'm going to include one of our annual catalog stamp sets that was one of the most popular the year it came out. So I'm going to throw back to that. It does have the little note cards and envelopes, and you'll get some free card making supplies if you buy that stamp set. And you'll get the videos. And then if you sign up for it this week, you also get the Poppie elements. And then I'll have some other specials as well. So you'll either want to go to my website or make sure you're on my email list, either way. And then you can also go see the close-up pictures of these on my website too. Everybody have a great day, and be the smile in the world and send some smiles. Bye.